We've got news of a new Jackass movie releasing this year, plus possible confirmation of who Sebastian Stan may be playing in the Batman Part 2. That and more on today's edition of Movie News Daily here on JC's Movies. Let's get into it. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome back into JC's Movies, where you can see all kind of movie and TV show content with me, JC, especially superhero, horror, and comedy. So if you're fans of those, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything. You'll get these videos directly into your feed, and I'm putting out a Movie News Daily video every Monday through Friday here on the channel, talking the latest movie news. So be sure you're subscribed here to the channel to be able to get those each day when we put them out, each weekday here on the show. And I really appreciate you guys checking this one out. While you're in here, you can do me a favor. If you just hit that thumbs up button, give this video a like, helps a ton with that crazy YouTube algorithm. Will help us find more movie fans like me and you. And we'll lead it off here because this just came out from Variety late last night. A new Jackass movie is coming out this summer, coming to theaters in June. Paramount putting this out, and it will be released on June 26th, according to Variety. It was teased by Johnny Knoxville in a vague Instagram post, but people was wondering if it was going to be a re-release, but no, it's Jackass 5 and not a re-release. So brand new Jackass movie coming at us. And we knew Jackass Forever brought back kind of everyone, but I was curious as if they'll come back yet again for one more here, but we don't know anything about the cast yet. According to the Variety piece here, all it says is beyond Knoxville's involvement, the cast of Jackass 5 has yet to be announced. So we'll see if any of the other old cast comes back. I would assume at least, a couple or so do. We'll see who else is added, though, because I'm sure they'll get some young guys in there. That was one of the funny parts of Jackass Forever, with some of the new guys in there as well. So new Jackass movie coming out in June. And then we've got this, as I was talking about and teasing in the cold open about Sebastian Stan, and I mentioned this when we talked about him first being cast a couple of days ago on Movie News Daily, that I thought this would be perfect casting if he was Harvey Dent. And I think we got a little bit of insight into that indeed maybe being the case, because this is from Screen Time on X, but I've seen this posted from a few different people, that Sebastian Stan's stylist, which obviously would be someone in the know, right? Someone he talks to a lot, has shared multiple Instagram images of the actor as Batman's Harvey Dent. So I guess she's sharing them on her story or one of her stories on social media, apparently. But people have seen it, and they're all featuring him as Harvey Dent, as you see some of the photoshops there in the picture. So I don't know if that's exactly confirmation yet, but seems to be all things pointing that way to Sebastian Stan being Harvey Dent and being Two-Face in Matt Reeves' The Batman universe, which would be phenomenal. So more insight into that, and hopefully it looks like that's the way this is heading. We'll keep an eye on it, and maybe we'll get an official announcement in the near future. And sticking with the DC theme, I also wanted to share this. This is from a while back, like early January, I think, about James Gunn, about Millie Alcock and Supergirl and Woman of Tomorrow. But I really like what he says here, because, we were kind of wondering how much of the Woman of Tomorrow comic was this going to be based on. Is this like a direct adaptation? According to James Gunn, not a direct adaptation, as he says here. Supergirl does not follow the comic religiously. He says, I love Millie Alcock in the movie. It's a space fantasy, which is kind of like Guardians in a way, but still based on the Tom King book. It doesn't follow it religiously, but it has a lot of the core of that story there. So it seems like they took kind of probably the core elements, the core themes from Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and kind of built their own story around that, which I'm super excited, man. It's one of my most anticipated movies of the year, as you guys saw there when I put out my video for the most anticipated movies about a week or so ago now. At this point, it was right up there near the top, and I think it's going to be great. So love hearing more about it, and hadn't had a chance to share that James Gunn quote talking about it yet on this edition of Movie News Daily, so we had to get it in here on January 8th. Shout out to Discussing Film on X for sharing it. And then the other day, I shared a new picture of Supergirl that had come out from the USA Today article talking about 2026 movies they were looking forward to, and completely slipped my mind until I went back and read through the article that we got a new picture of Ghostface in that as well. So I'm going to share that on the screen here, as this is the new image of Ghostface that has come out courtesy of that same USA Today article. So I just wanted to share that here in the Movie News Daily episode as well, because I don't know, looks like it could be Stu Mocker to me. Hashtag Stu lives, right? That's what I'm hoping for, man. I'm hoping they bring back the in some way the original Scream 3 plot that Kevin Williamson had playing. I mean, you got him directing, Matthew Lillard's back. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but that's my personal hope. That's probably not going to happen, but that's just what I'd like to see. But either way, pretty cool image of Ghostface we got here in the lead up to Scream 7. And then just lastly, we had this shared from Variety, which I thought was pretty cool. They were talking about where Stranger Things 5, this season 5, would rank, all time among the Netflix shows. And they put a list in here, actually. This is the top 10 most viewed shows on Netflix. It's combined, views, runtime, hours viewed, as you see there in the graphic. But this was the top 10. And funny enough, Stranger Things 5 didn't top Stranger Things 4, which is up there in the top 3, but it did crack the top 10. As you see, the top 10 all-time shows there. Wednesday, season 1, actually at number 1. I've never watched Wednesday. I need to get on that. Maybe I've just never was a big Addams Family guy, so I never got into it. Maybe I need to check it out. Adolescence was great. There at 2. Stranger Things 4 is at 3. The second season of Wednesday is at 4. So crazy. Both seasons of Wednesday are in the top 5 all time. Dahmer at 5. Bridgerton 6. Queen's Gambit at 7. Bridgerton season 3 at 8. And like I said, Stranger Things season 5 coming in at 9. And then The Night Agent, rounding out the top 10. Never seen The Night Agent either. Interesting. But that's the top 10 all time on Netflix and where Stranger Things season 5 falls as we get set to wrap up Movie News Daily here on the January 8th edition on JC's Movies. All right, so there you have it. Another edition of Movie News Daily in the book here after January 8th. And this being Thursday, that means we got one more coming at you this week. Tomorrow on Friday, January 9th. Then we'll be back at you on Monday as we'll bring you Movie News Daily every Monday through Friday here on the channel. So, if you're a fan of movie news, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Get these directly into your feed as I continue to try and grow the channel here. Find some more people that want to talk movies like myself and you if you're watching this. And if you have any thoughts on any of these news stories or anything you'd like to share in the comments, always appreciate those interactions. Those help us continue to grow the channel here as well. Thank you for tuning into this one. I'll catch you on the next one.